Hello again YouTube, Mad Dog here, welcome back to my channel. So this video, just a quick one from me this time. It's a bit of a tag response video. I've been tagged by my good mate Reaper Militia Outdoors over there in the States, and he's basically tagged me in with which one of your knives in your collection best represents you as a person. That's a good one actually, so let's see how we get on. Welcome back. So after deliberating on that question a little bit as to which one of my knives best represents me as a person or a character, then for me it can only be this. And as you all probably know, they call this the British survival knife, British Army survival knife, but in actual fact, if I remember rightly, the NATO stock code listing for this tool, I think it was actually listed as something like the utility tool or the utilitarian tool, something like that. It wasn't actually scripted or listed as a bushcraft, or certainly not bushcraft, as a survival knife per se. I'm sure it was called the utility tool. Anyway, so that would be my choice, and just quickly the reasons why that I think this knife best represents me as a person, as a character. So I'll get straight into it. Clearly it comes in this rough-assed leather sheath, so it clearly not that bothered about its appearance. So it's a scruffy old thing, a bit like me. It is old, a lot like me. Now whilst I have quite a few knives in my collection, this one isn't the sharpest knife in the bunch, just like me. In fact, when you look at the stock, I think this is about 5mm, something like that. It's actually quite thick. Also just like me. It's simple construction. It is made in England, and it's made of English stock, just like me. So like I say, it's simple, rough and ready, no frills, no airs and graces, very common. Now I will say, this knife is an all-round heavy-duty utilitarian thing, but it isn't specifically designed to do one task, so it's not very good at any one particular thing. Also like me. But it'll have a go at pretty much anything, which that pretty much sums me up as well. I've had it many years, as you can see, and I've beat the living bejesus out of it over the course of that time. And whilst also like me, it is ropey, it's past its sell by date, past its best, with a little bit of restoration, could still be called back into useful service, I dare say. But now semi-retired, I just use it around the yard and up in the woods for playing with, just like myself. So it's low maintenance. You don't need any fancy kit to maintain this. It's not hard to live with. It's a faithful companion. You know, this is the sort of thing that I can throw up the yard literally in a fit of rage, fall out with it like you do with any good true friends. Occasionally it happens in any relationship that's worth having. It's not all beer and skittles, but I can go up to this knife, pull it out the dirt. Oh, I'm sorry my brother, you still going to cook for me? Let's find out. Is he still going to cook for me? I can still get some nice fine shavings off of this quite gnarly piece of wood here. Yeah, it's still going to cook for me. And so I guess it's accepted an apology, and it takes a man to apologise and a man to accept an apology, in my opinion. So it bears no grudges. It's a good faithful old friend. You make this thing your friend and it'll be your friend for life. And that's also one of my character traits, I like to think. I can apologise when I'm wrong. I can accept apology when I'm right. But ultimately, I will always be there for you. Even if I'm rough and ready. And what you see is what you get. So for me, brother, that would be the knife that best sums up my character, my personality, and it's the British Army survival knife or utility tool. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, I'm experimenting with another small carry ferrocerium rod here. And what I've got going on here is the handle or scale on this. So let me pull this out the boot belt here and show you what I'm experimenting with here. This handle, although it looks grey, that's through oxidisation. It is actually a piece of solid magnesium. So I've encapsulated an 8mm ferro rod with a bit of a lanyard. So obviously I've got extra tinder should I need to by scraping off that handle. That's work in progress, you might say, or a bit of an experiment at the moment. But yeah, the old British Army knife, you know, you can still give it some abuse. It will act as a very good chopper, but it will still get down and dirty and cut you some nice fine shavings as well. This stuff is quite hard. So yeah, it gets the job done. Like I say, it's not brilliant at anything, but it will have a go at everything. Hang on, the old monster rod here. So yeah, she throws some good sparks off the back of its old 90-degree spine there. And that's my answer to that tag. I hope that covers it, brother. That's me, I'm afraid. An old battered old boy. If it got knees, they'd be creaking and popping as well, no doubt. So just before I close, just quickly, I just want to mention another brother over the seas there in the US, and that's Ron T Sawyer. He's doing a giveaway because of his achievement of getting up to 300 subscribers. So please go and check Ron T Sawyer's channel out. He's doing like a flint and steel giveaway, and I believe there's a kit going around doing the circuit at the moment as well. Please go and give him a sub and check him out. He's a good fella. He's a good down-to-earth sort of fella. He does a lot for the bushcraft community in conjunction usually with Redneck Renegade. So please go and check Ron T Sawyer out. He's a good fella. Go check his giveaway out. And lastly, one for Plymouth Fens. Thomas over at Plymouth Fens recently done a video about his gloves. So, you know, gloves, it's coming up to that time of year where it's not often spoken about, but it can be a vital bit of kit. So I'll just quickly show you these that I've recently purchased, and up to now they've been absolutely cracking. They are proper leather, nice soft leather. They're not too thick where you can't operate in them, and they are wool, 100% wool lined. The Dutch military gloves. I'll take a size 9 in a glove. They fit nicely where they're not too big and cumbersome, so you still got dexterity to move with. It's got adjustable collar cuffs there. So these are nice where you want a bit of protection from fire, the hot pots and pans, but a bit of insulating value as well. And these were £15 from Forces Uniform and Kit. Great website if you want military surplus or ex-stock, things like that. They do a pair that is unlined, which I believe are French Army gloves, just leather gloves, for around a tenner. But if you're going to go down that route, then, you know, if you want unlined gloves, then for me, I always go, these are, as you all know, these are my go-to camp gloves, bushcraft gloves, and they're just a pair of Delta Plus leather fork drivers, fork truck driver, lorry drivers, workman's cheap ass gloves. I think these are about £5 a pair, real leather, but they're not lined. So if you want something a bit more comfortable and warm, go check out Forces Uniform and Kit. Good quality gloves then for the price. I think they're the Dutch Army ones. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I just want to try and cover those items that I got in my mind that I wanted to address in a video. So again, thank you Reaper Militia Outdoors for tagging me in. I'm gonna leave this as an open tag. If anybody wants to make a tag explaining or showing the knife that best represents them as a person, then go ahead and jump on the back of this tag. I'm always interested to see what other people come up with. And please go and check out Reaper Militia Outdoors channel if you want honest kit reviews, he's the one to go and check out. He shows nothing, no mercy, true life, real life reviews, especially of knives and things like that. Good down to earth New Yorker. He's a good solid bloke, good character. Ron T Sawyer, please go and check him out and give him a sub and give him a lift up. Tell him Mad Dog sent you, if you would please, guys and lasses. And Plymouth Fens, bit of a shout out for him, and a bit of a heads up on the gloves. So I think I've covered the things I wanted to cover, so I'm going to quit now. And as you can see, quite frosty out here. Sorry about the grubby hands. I've just been doing some winter preparing on my old truck, checking oil levels, antifreeze levels, etc, etc, getting ready for the frosty horrible weather. Stay safe out there, and until the next time, which won't be long hopefully. I'm desperate to get back up my woods, do some more proper outdoor footage. This crazy ridiculous lockdown thing is still upon us. I won't go into that. I'm just not going to go there. Anyway, till next time, Mad Dog signing off. Take care. Yeah.